Welcome back everybody to race 2 here at the Red Bull Ring. This is the Ultimate Racing League. These are your League of Champions races. Let's take a look at the grid for this second and final race here. So we've got Wacky Racer on pole position, followed by Graham in second place. Fitzy takes third, Osmond fourth, Sideways George is in fifth, Neil Farmack sixth, Toten in seventh, Deg is in 8th, Grasshopper 9th, Callum in 10th, Kenny D takes 11th, Smith in 12th, Turby in 13th, and Bailey, winner of your first race, in 14th position. Let's get this one underway. Slippy conditions here. Could make things quite interesting. 16 laps in the wet, and here we go. Wacky Racer gets these guys underway in the final race. There we go. Let's get the telemetry correct. So Wacky Racer, he's got Graham after him. Fitzy takes him though around that right-hander and moves himself up into second position for Fitzy. Osman in fourth there, Sideways George, Toten, Grasshopper seventh, and Neil Farmack. Let's take a look at Neil Farmack. He had problems with his car, didn't he, in the first race? Looks like them problems have been sorted out. And he is back in the running once more, is Neil. Good to see. Callum just sat behind him. Turby and Bailey now has moved himself up into 11th place. Kenny D 12th, Smith in 13th, and Deg in 14th place. Great little battle here in the mid-pack. Quite a few cars involved in this one. Given the conditions of the track, I expect these guys to be pretty close together. Everything might be going off, but we can't look at everybody at the same time as Neil Farmack down the inside moves himself up into 7th position. So a good one there from Neil, trying to make amends for that first race. Got Turby and Callum, Sideways George there fighting it out. Also Bailey is also in the mix in 11th. Bailey down the inside now. Sideways George moves up into 10th place. A good pass there from Bailey. Just moving Sideways George down one place. Wacky Racer still hanging on to that lead. Got about a second or so between himself and Fitzy. Excuse me. Graham in third. Can Graham hang on to that spot and stick himself on the podium? Long way to go yet though. Toten's chasing him down. Then we've got a little bit of a gap between himself and Osman in 5th. Grasshopper is there with Neil and Turby. Really good close racing here at Red Bull Ring for the second race. Oh, slidey there from Neil. Manages to avoid everybody. Let's have a look at Neil there. Just let's see what happened. He tried to go down the inside there, didn't quite pull it off. Looking okay around here. Oh, and there we go. Oh, he's not had a good night, has he, Neil? Just waiting for the other cars to come round. Fortunately, ghosted there. And back on track once more. So Neil Farmack not enjoying Red Bull Ring very much. I think he'll be glad when he gets away from this circuit. So Wacky Racer still hangs on to the lead from Fitzy, even though he's carrying that wee half a second penalty. There's Fitzy, Toten, there's your top three, then Graham's not too far behind him. They've got a bit of a gap. Good scrap here between Toby and Grasshopper. Also joining the party is Callum and Bailey. Quite a few guys here, about 5 guys in the cooking pot. So Bailey with himself starting in last place after his win, because it is like a reverse grid thing on this second race. Has moved himself up already up into the 8th position. He's got Callum to try and get past, and that won't be so easy. Oh, twitchy there from Callum's car. Callum now going down the inside of Grasshopper. Oh, Bailey going down the inside of Callum. Oh, everything going off there, but everybody kept it nice and clean. I thought that was all going to end in disaster, but great racing there from these guys. League of Champions racers. Grasshopper, Callum, Bailey, and Osman not too far behind these three. Wacky Racer still hanging on to the lead from Fitzy and Toten. Callum now moving up into 6th place. Good pass there from Callum. It's a really cool pass. Still got Bailey sat behind him in 7th. So Bailey moving up over half the twitchy there from Callum, and I think Bailey's going to take advantage of that. Let's get him. Yeah, and he has done. Just that twitch from Callum's car was enough for Bailey to take advantage, and moves himself up into 6th place. Grasshopper staying with the party. This should be interesting. Everyone's moving left, moving right. Bailey hangs on to 6 from Callum, from Grasshopper, from Osman. And Sideways George in top 10 at the moment, but he's got Kennedy after him, so Jesus, the voice is going. We need some medicine. The medicine is good old vodka. Lovely jubbly. So Sideways George in there. Oh wow, Kennedy. At it like hammer and tongs. Nothing between these two whatsoever. Some great racing in this second one in these wet conditions. As you guys have noticed, we've got some thunder in the air. We've also got some also seen some lightning cracking off around this circuit, but I don't think a bit of lightning's going to worry these guys. They're in the safest places, tucked away in the cars. Although I think it will put them off just a little bit. It doesn't seem to be at the moment. So Kennedy in 11th, Smith in 12th, and 3 are pretty close together. Then we've got Derg 13th and Neil Farmack in 14th. Go back up with your race leader. Wacky Racer. Looks like Fitzy has pulled in Wacky in just a little bit. Here on lap 6, 133.331 from Derg. He's a bit further down the field at the moment, but he's on a charge. He's sticking that fastest lap in. keep an eye on Fitzy here. Let's go on board with Fitzy because he is getting a wee bit closer to your race leader. Just a great view there, just how tricky the conditions are. And it's supposed to be raining, it looks a bit more like sleet. I'm quite sure. But I think these guys have got sleet tyres. Well, most of these guys are going to be running intermediates. Really piling it onto Wacky now, isn't he? Question is, can Wacky keep his cool? Oh, twitchy, which gives the opportunity for Fitzy to get a little bit closer to Wacky. Good defensive driving here from Wacky. Yeah, nice work there from him. These guys come around this next corner. Now then, who's going to get the better drive out of that corner? I think Fitzy might have it just. Is he going to go through? Still neck and neck. Oh, he's got him. Yeah, I think he just got slightly the better drive, didn't he, going through that corner? Which gives him the hoof to get through into first position. We've slipped through the wing, not the wing mirror, the interior mirror there. The Fitzy's car, you can see how close Wacky is. Totons has also come to the party in third. So there's your top three guys pretty close together. We'll go down the field a little bit more. We've got Toten. He's doing well in fourth. Then we've got Bailey not too far behind him. Bailey up into fifth already after starting on last place of this race due to the reverse grid thing we've got going off here. Chapman 6, Grasshopper 7th, then we've got Graham up into 8th. Well, he was in 8th and Osman has taken him round there, so good pass there from Osman. Unfortunately Graham moving down into 9th. I don't think he'll be too bothered. He did finish, didn't he, in the top 10 in the first race, so like he might lose another place to Smith, who's on the charge. 140 mile an hour this down the section of the track before hitting the brakes nice and hard down to first gear from 150 to 30 mile an hour in the blink of an eye. These guys don't skimp on racing pads, do they? There's Durgan 11th. We've got Kennedy after him. Sideways Georgie, too far off these two guys, just sat in front of him. So we're halfway through this second and final race from the Red Bull Ring. Sideways George and Neil Farmack, who I'm sure you'll be glad to see the end of this race. Some Fitzy. Can he hang on for another 7 laps to take the win here? I tell you what, the winner of the first race, Bailey, you're looking at the map, he's not all that far away, is he, from Fitzy in first? I tell you what, I'm not going to write him off. Can Bailey pull off the impossible here at Red Bull Ring in race 2? Oh, he's looking at Toby. I think he might have him. Oh, by the skin of your teeth. Yeah, he's got him, but Toby's fighting back, but no, Bailey hangs in on there and he moves himself up into 4th position. You know what, guys? I've got a really funny feeling that Bailey might take the win in not only the first race, but here in the second race. Credit to him if he does. Looking at the map and the pace that Bailey is on, it's definitely possible. Toby just giving Bailey a bit of a boost there. Grasshopper 6 on lap 10. And no major pressure on him at the moment. Smith in 7th. Osman, Derg and Kenny, these three, 8th, 9th and 10th, pretty close together. And a bit of a corned beef sandwich at the moment is Derg between Osman and Kenny D. Nothing wrong with a bit of corned beef. And a bit of tomato. Ooh, is it Osman in the pit? Am I seeing things? No? Yeah, he's gone in the pits. Oh, not quite sure why Osman has gone into the pits. Don't think he has to go into the pits, but Neil Farmack also having some problems again in the second race. So everything's going off here on lap 10. Osman in the pits and Neil Farmack is having problems once more with his car. Osman coming back out now. He didn't have to pit that I know of. But there you go, crazy things have happened. Back up with your race leader Fitzy on in lap 11 and 16, doing a grand job at the moment, just keeping himself a nice little distance between himself and Toten. Wacky racer Bailey up into that 4th place. We're just getting a little bit closer to Wacky, and then we've got Toby in 5th. Grasshopper Smith, someone's cruising there. Then we've got Derg and Kenny D. And a bit of tarmac. Where's Sideways George? Come on, cameraman. There we are. Looks like cameraman was falling asleep there, guys. Rather looking at the tarmac than he was at the Sideways George's car. Great view there, Sideways George, just see Kenny D and Derg in front of him. Callum in 11th. Surprising to see Callum down there, thought he might have been a bit further up the field. Osman pitted for, we don't know why. Graham in 13th and Neil Farmack in 14th. Nothing major going off at the moment. These two guys are probably the closest at the moment. And Toten has reeled in Fitzy just a little bit. Needs to keep his nerve now, does Fitzy on lap 12 or 16. Not easy done. Not easy when you're feeling that pressure up your rear end, I can tell you. I heard that last night on race 2 from Rodas. We all know him as, Dale. He kept behind me the whole frigging race and passed me on the second to last corner of the last lap to take second position. So feeling that pressure does put you off a little bit. So just 3 laps to go. I think it might be just a bit too much to ask for of Bailey to take the win in this second race. But you never know, stranger things have happened. There's Turby sat behind him. Looks like he's got a bit of a sun visor on his helmet as Turby. Not quite sure he'll need it for this race, but it's a bit like the UK with the amount of rain that's coming down. Oh, good slide there from Turby, doing a bit of drifting round that corner. Kept it on the tarmac, which was the main thing. Rocky Racer and Grasshopper. Smith in 7th, Tegan 8th. 133.153 from Bailey, currently sat in 3rd place now. On the charges, Bailey really wants to make it 2 wins out of 2, doesn't he? Here at the Red Bull Ring. Smith sticking like super glue at the moment to Derg. Grasshopper, sorry. Just go back up front and see what sort of gap we've got between Fitzy and Towton. Maybe just over a second between them 2 guys. It's looking good for Fitzy at the moment to take the win. Just a few more laps to go, a few more laps to hang on. Tyre wear not looking so good for some of these guys. Looks like everybody's pretty much spread out, doesn't it, as we go through the field looking for a battle for you guys, and I'm not really finding it. Let's take a look at Graham as he chases down Osman on lap 15 of 16. Seems to have gone pretty quick this race. Yeah, they're all spread. When we do get to the final lap, we will go with your race leader. This battle is not over just yet between Wacky Racer and Grasshopper, so we're on the final lap now. Let's go with Fitzy. Can you take the win here? It's done a grand job if you can to hold off Toten. Bailey in third. Bailey's going to put himself on the podium also in the second race. Just enough fuel in the tank for Fitzy to bring it home. Here we come to the final corner. We're going to get the flash of the lights from Fitzy. No flashy, but we do get a win. Congratulations to Fitzy, Toten in second, followed by Bailey in third, and Toby's going to bring it home in fourth. So well done to Fitzy taking the win. Here is the second race from the Red Bull Ring. Wacky Racer is going to bring it home. Fifth, Grasshopper is in sixth, followed by Derg in seventh. There'll be a close finish between Callum, eighth, and Kennedy in ninth place. Smith, I'm sure, is going to bring it home for top 10 finish. Yep, 10th place goes to Smith. 11th sideways George Neil Farmack in 12th, Graham in 13th. There we go, guys. We'll see you next week at Deep Forest.